Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. I'm just going to dive into XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now, you can see that XRP is coiling up, isn't it? Just like it coiled up just there way back in March this year. You start to make these higher lows look and higher highs, and you're pushing up, and then you broke out of it's like a bit of a horizontal pattern there, wasn't it, that we were targeting on the daily time frame. But you know, this is a weekly. It's what I say to you. If in doubt, zoom out. You always get like a bigger picture, because some people get bogged down with the hourly and the 4 hourly and the 15-minute, even 5 minutes. Some people trade that. You know, everything I teach you works on every single time frame with EMAs, by the way. So yeah, you can see if you start to zoom out, look how bullish you are on the weekly. I mean, beautiful. Look at that, beautiful. Holding the EMAs as well. Right now you're above a 10. Worst case scenario on the weekly rollover, have a little retest of the weekly 20 and bounce off it. Support, you know, you can see you did that there as well. Held that support, boom. See you later. You know, one sort of last little rollover, one sort of last test before we break out. You know, that's what we got here. Everyone was really bearish. I remember that particular breakdown actually on the daily time frame. Everyone thought we were rolling, and I said to people, put some cheeky bids on the 20, and a lot of people were saying in the Discord, not in the Discord, we didn't have a Discord at that time, in the Telegram, they thought it was some kind of wizard or crystal ball or something, but it's not. It's just the EMAs, and I've taught you this. If you can hold the yellow line, most importantly in an uptrend, okay, and you start to hold that, you basically giving yourself a precursor of a breakout. And you can see here, look, you're holding a 20 like that, and all of a sudden, bang, you break out. Look right here, you probably potentially see this up here, and you'll see this holding this yellow line, the 20, have a little rollover, wick down before we start to go up. You know, that's what I'm saying. If over time, if you start to hold these EMAs really, really well, which you are doing, okay, if you start to hold them really, really well, this is what creeps you up, and in time you break these resistances, because you have to adhere to this 20 EMA and the 10 as well. So for me, XRP is extremely bullish, isn't it? You know, and I think round about here we've got this beautiful cup and handle pattern as well. And I did say when we were breaking out down here, when we load out at 53, I did say, look, you're going to come up, probably run into a level of resistance, come back, everyone's going to shit themselves, but you're going to create the beautiful handle of a cup and handle pattern, you know. And right now we have done that, and I do think that we're breaking out of that particular handle. You know, I'm seeing this handle break out. Look, there's your handle down there like that, and look, you're already breaking out. You've got confidence that you are coming up to this level of resistance at 1.4. What is that? 1414 to test it as resistance, but you're slowly working your way up the stairs towards that, okay, like you did here. Look, you broke out this handle as well. Look at that. You start to break out, confidence of the fact that you're going to come up and retest that high. And what happened when you retested that high? You broke out to the upside and carried that impulsive wave, which I've been showing you for so long right now. You know, it is frustrating. You know, you look at other coins and they're going sort of upwards, and sort of XRP's going to the right and to the left, and it's not really doing anything. It's frustrating, and Bitcoin's going up and XRP's stagnant. But when it breaks, it breaks. You know, it does break, and I am expecting a huge break here for XRP come towards the end of the month, sort of early start of November. And you know, that's my sort of time frame that I'm looking at potentially. And I do think that once we come, if we immediately do what we did here over a couple of weeks, we could be at 450 by the middle of November to the end of November. You know, within a couple of weeks, this is what it does. It moves up so impulsively, you know, over a short period of time basically for XRP. So yeah, watch this space, because I do think that once you break that, and you break this all-time high as well at $3.32, I do think that's going to bring a lot of confidence back into this particular project XRP. And you know, that 450 that I'm giving you is a minimal forecast. Remember that, it's a 1618 minimal forecast right there. So I'm going to show you where potentially we could go. Obviously we've got these fib extensions up here, but let's just measure this particular impulsive wave here and see where we could go off a 2 and a 2.72, because I don't think I've ever done that, to be honest with you. So there's our low and there's our high, and right now you can see that that's our technical target of 1618. So the 2 takes us to $7.40, and the 2.2 set takes us to $10.66. For me, you could actually see that in that next impulsive wave, because this impulsive wave, that's your minimal 1618 target. That's where you always see it run into a level of resistance. That was the 1618. That was the 1618 before you retraced. But for me, this is a different event. For me, I do see technical targets above the 1618 get met, i.e., you know, Solana did, Cardano did, Bitcoin actually did in a breakout when it broke an eye. It went beyond the 1618, because this is what you do when you're breaking all-time highs. When you break in all-time highs, it's a different story, and usually you do go beyond that of a new impulsive wave, which takes you to break the high, because it's such a key level of resistance that once you break that, it's almost like FOMO sets in. So for me, I do think that you potentially, again, not got a crystal ball, But by the end of November here, you know, come sort of Christmas time, we could be looking at these minimals 2 and a 2.272 up there at $10, which kind of takes us up there without the SEC case. Do you understand that? So it's at that point when the SEC green light comes out, what happens to XRP? Would we be up here anyway because of the FOMO breaking the all-time high at the 1618 just here, okay, getting to that technical target regardless, okay? Are we going to see a level of FOMO come in, a retracement, and right there we're going to get the blow off top towards $27, which has always been my primary target? Who knows, eh? But it'd be nice. But let's watch this space and see what happens. We've got a lot of work to do to get there, but I do think that this, and I keep saying it, that is my absolute minimal forecast for XRP in this bull run. It will get there. Again, not got a crystal ball, and it's not a certainty. Nothing I say is financial advice. It's just technical analysis. It's what I'm looking at, and providing we can keep doing what we're doing, which is holding key levels of support, okay, and retracing and holding support and moving up impulsively and breaking resistance and coming back to support for the continuation, which we've done the entire time here for XRP. You know, if we continue to do that, then that is my minimal forecast for 450. You know, and I do think that we'll get a little bit exuberant, a little bit FOMO, because this is what happens towards the end of the bull market as well. But again, you know, there's a lot of technical analysis that's pointing towards the fact that this might not be the end of the bull run for crypto. You know, the bull run might be prematurely ending in December, but personally I'm seeing technical analysis that can back it up, that we might be looking at the end of September to 2022, that might be the end of the bull run for crypto. But who knows, you know, it's a little bit of a different cycle this time around. So let's have a little thought experiment. We do come up here, we do something like this, and then we get, because we've broken the eye, we get a little bit overheated, we come up to the 2.272 around about $10, we come down, we rest, and then we sort of have that parabolic rise towards, you know, September next year, and by then we've got the green light for the SEC and this particular target, because I keep getting questions, when will that $27 get met? So for me, I don't think you're necessarily going to meet it. I could be wrong. I don't think you're necessarily going to meet it in this impulsive wave just here, but I do think we're going to get there at some point. We will, you know, it's written in the charts, you know, and I do think we're looking at that at some point. But is it this cycle, or is it like we're going to enter a bear market and then come back up the other side and hit that? I don't know, to be honest. No one knows, do they? But, you know, providing we can hold these support, we will move up, okay? And that's all I can say to you with a certainty. If you're holding support, you will move up the ladder, basically. So, yeah, my minimal forecast is 450. I do apologise for ranting on. Sometimes get a little bit carried away. So with XRP on the hourly time frame, then you can see we just ran shy that $1.17 technical target, this WW bottom pattern and ascending triangle. And what's happened there? You've come back down, you rolled over, and you're finding support right now inside the ascending triangle again. So this is relatively bullish. You come closer to the apex here, so you might see a little break, come back out, and then get to the technical target where you do something like that, come back to this trend line which you're holding support, okay? Like I said to you, the bulls go up the stairs, don't they? So providing you can keep doing this, this is going to slowly creep you up, and you're looking for an impulsive break, because right now all of this, okay, you topped out there, you load out there, and right now you're retracing to this high. Once you break that high, I'll show you your technical target, because this is what you're trying to retrace to. So from there to there, once you come up and you break that high just there, you can see where you run into resistance as well when you're retracing. So once you start to break that high, you're looking at $1.34 minimal price tag for XRP, which breaks this white line, level resistance, and you're super bullish at that point. Okay, and you retrace into that 141 that I've just shown you as well. So for me, look, you've ran into the 0.618, the golden ratio, and you're coming back for support. So right now you come back into the apex. So providing you can do this and come back into this apex just there, this ascending triangle, break that level of resistance, you're going to see a lovely little impulsive wave up to the 117, run to another level of resistance, do something like that, create another horizontal, and then slowly work your way up the stairs and break that high. Okay, when you break the high, you're looking at 134 minimal price tag right there for XRP. So yeah, it's doing everything it needs to. Okay, like I said to you, the worst case scenario, if you do start to see a bigger dump here for XRP, go to the daily time frame, okay, and put some cheeky bids down there on the 20 EMA, and I do think that would be lovely and fruitful for you, and you'll get a bounce off that level of support, because you can see this is where a major level of support is for XRP moving forward. So yeah, that's basically XRP. Like I said to you, the bulls go up the stairs, don't they? Take care everyone, back to another update on XRP. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.